Hi, Brian. Early morning in Nebraska. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Afternoon here. So how's your summer?
It's been going pretty good. We've been really busy doing a bunch of stuff, seeing some family that we haven't been able to see for a while because of uh, Corona. Just busy kind of getting some things done around the house, training, and then just also trying to enjoy a little bit of the summer at the same time before we come back to Sweden.
Mm. We know you a bit since before because you played in our opponent, Oskarshamn, the past 2 years. But how would you describe yourself, first of all, as a person?
As a person, I guess I'm pretty what you see is what you get kind of guy on and off the ice. I like to make jokes, have fun, be a little sarcastic. At the same time, can take things seriously, maybe even sometimes too serious. But I like to enjoy my time away from the ice as well, relax, hang out with my wife and dog, and and the guys as well. Whether it's having lunch, dinners, or just enjoying the sunshine while we have it in Sweden. So just everyday normal kind of guy, I guess. On the ice, kind of the same thing. Hard work and intense. Like to have some fun and create a little bit of edge against opponents as best I can. But same thing, kind of what you see is what you get. There's nothing kind of hidden about me. I'm pretty open and honest about sometimes even same thing, a little maybe too honest when it comes to things on and off the ice. So I just try to keep things straightforward in my personal and professional life.
And how come you signed with the Växjö Lakers?
I think just seeing their success the last couple of years while I was in Oskarshamn has been, and how they played, how tough they're playing to play against, and just seemed like a pretty good fit when I was talking with Henrik and my agent about how kind of where we want to take our next step in my career in Sweden. And then after just kind of meeting with Henrik and what he saw in my game and what I saw in myself as a player, I think we're kind of on the same page. And like I said, the next step that I want to take professionally, I think is going to be a great spot in Växjö.
You played in Sweden for the past 3, almost 4 years. What do you like so much about Swedish hockey?
I think just the competitiveness of it. I mean, even down when I was up in Umeå with Björklöven, for being quote unquote a second league, it was still arguably one of the top 10 leagues in the world. So to be able to be this competitive and have this hockey culture and in a country is pretty special. I'd say comparative only to really to North America when it comes to professional leagues. So on the ice wise, it's great, competitive. Can still have a career playing hockey in Sweden, and then just the people are great. I don't think it's too big of a culture shock coming from what I'm used to in North America and the people that I'm around here in Nebraska or Alaska. I always say the biggest thing is it's not too bad because the food is pretty normal. I'm not going into something different where I don't know what I'm eating or what I'm going to get. Swedish people kind of enjoy the same food as we would here in the Midwest or Alaska. And growing up in Alaska, I'm used to the same kind of environment, nature-wise. A little bit of darkness in the cold in the winter, and then the long summer days. So it's been enjoyable to be around there. I wish we got to spend a little more time in the summer so we could enjoy all the benefits that Swedish summer has to offer, and maybe experience a Swedish midsummer. But maybe we'll get to it eventually.
Maybe next year you can enjoy the Swedish sill. It's a favorite for everyone.
I know. I wish we could. It's just difficult because we're over there for 9 months, and then these 3 months we just kind of want to get back and see some family. It's just a little tricky during the summer.
Okay, so you will be one of our defensemen for the next couple of 2 years. What do you hope to bring to the team?
I think just similar things to what I brought to Oskarshamn was just my work ethic, my skating ability, and my consistency, just game in, game out. Um, I know we're going to have a strong back end, and I just want to be able to contribute, whether it's offensively, defensively, and just to help make an impact within my game every game. I know we're going to have other good players, so we don't need to do too much to help help the team win defensively. So if we can take care of what we need to take care of individually and get the puck into our forwards' hands and allow them to create the chances, and we can kind of contribute some secondary offense, I think we're going to have a pretty successful year. I'm excited for it.
Do you know anyone in the team?
Yeah, I know Hardy from when I was up in Björklöven, and then Ludwig Claesson when I was with IK for that couple little stint when we were trying to move up. So familiar with a few guys, and then Kalle Kosala that we signed from Finland. I was with them in San Diego for 2 years, so familiar enough to kind of get in with the team and chat with the guys. But I was talking with Robin, the strength coach, about how the team's looking and what they want for training and strength testing this year, and he's excited about the team and kind of their togetherness and how they interact with each other. And it sounds like it's a close knit group, so I'm excited to get over there and be a part of it.
And how's your preseason workout going from home?
It's been good. I just train at the university that we have here that I attended, so they let me use the gym and the ice when it's available. We got about 4 or 5 professional guys here from Berlin, Salzburg, the Czech, East Coast Hockey League, and then even a couple current university players pop in every now and again. And then their full team will be back July 6th. So we'll be kind of having a full team skate. So it's a little buffer zone for the ice times that I'll get when we start up in August 1st. But it's been a good summer so far.
Brian, we will see you play in jersey number 21. Do you have any story about behind the number?
Not specifically. I guess it was more I was number 12 growing up, and that's why I was number 12 when I was with Björklöven. And then when I came down here, 12 was, or in Oskarshamn, 12 was retired, so I had to pick a different one. And I was like, oh, I kind of like sticking with the two-digit number. So I was like, oh, I'll just do the classic thing. I'll just flip the numbers, and nobody had 21, so it was perfect. But then I forgot the significance of 21 in Swedish hockey being Peter Forsberg. So it's just kind of funny that I end up with a Hall of Fame Swedish number. So
no pressure.
I guess I have a little bit to live up to there.
And what's your greatest hockey moment from your career so far?
Well, we were probably when I was at the university here, we went to the Frozen Four, which is the top 4 teams of the college hockey, and to compete for a national championship with a team from Nebraska. It was our first time the university's done that in the 26 years that they've been around. We end up losing to Providence, who end up winning the national championship. But I just think that whole experience with the team, being in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, a big city, to be in the TD Ameritrade where the Boston Bruins play, it was just a pretty surreal experience, especially for a smaller school that hadn't yet established itself in the country. For us to do that with future NHLers like Jake Gensel, we had a hot run with our goalie, and then I think we just had some special players that just be kind of a little Cinderella story to get in there.
And what are you looking the most forward to coming here?
I think I'm excited to get into just experience the team, experience the town, and then sorry, my wife just texted me. She's listening to it. She's like, "Oh, well, Frozen 4. How about the Olympics last year for a greatest experience?" I guess I kind of forget about that even still happened, just because it was such a crazy experience, and it still hasn't even settled in when things are going on. So I guess I can take back my previous answer and say being a Winter Olympian last year makes it even better. But then to the other question that you had about what I'm excited for is just a new team, new experience, new city. I think I'm just kind of coming in, not completely sure about what's going to happen. I think on the outside looking in, Växjö is going to be a great spot, both for personal and professional, on and off the ice. So I'm excited for that. It's just kind of, if it's just going to mesh well with myself and personality, and I think we're in every position to be successful. It's just how I can take advantage of it. So I'm just excited for a kind of a fresh Swedish start and enjoy the city of Växjö for the first. Well, we got some daylight there before we hit Christmas.
Okay, and I know you're off to practice, Brian. So I'm not going to keep you very much longer. But when can we expect to see you here in Växjö?
I think we'll be getting in maybe end of July or so. I know. I think August 1st is when we're starting up camp. So maybe I'll be poking around town before then, so we can get things settled up at the apartment and go to the store and just get comfortable with the 7-hour time change beforehand. So I can get some sleep the night before we got to do all this testing.
Okay, thank you so much, Brian, for having this chat, and I wish you a great summer. Looking forward to see you here in Växjö in August.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm excited too.